Hello fellow beaders. Today I'm going to show you how to make this element. I call it Moorish windows, and it can be used to make a number of different jewelry items. For instance, here is it made into an earring, and it can also be made into a bracelet or necklace. I'll back out here a little bit. And if you do decide to make it into a necklace, I also have embellishment around one of the elements. Makes a very pretty necklace. Today though, I am just going to show you how to make a single element, and then in a future video, I'm not sure if I'll do one or two more, I'll show you how to then combine each of the components into another piece of jewelry. So let's get started. I'll begin by showing you what supplies you'll need. Okay, for this project you're going to need the following. You will need, first off, some number 15 seed beads, some number 8 seed beads, some DiamonDuos, which are a 2-hole diamond-shaped bead. They have a right side and a wrong side. One side is flat, and that's the wrong side. And then these are kind of sort of a little bit dome-shaped. And then you will also need some MiniDuos. In addition, you need a thread and needle. I'm using 6-pound FireLine and a number 11 beading needle. Now, if you want to make it in the colors I have here, I'll also give you that, and it's down below also in the explanation. Let me back out here. Okay, these number 15 beads are opaque bronze metallic Japanese seed beads. And next to it, the number 8 beads are a dark metallic bronze Japanese seed bead. These DiamonDuos are, this is coral bronze, and on the end here, the MiniDuos, this is crystal golden rainbow. I also wanted to explain kind of how we build this. We are going to start on the inside, this inside circle here. That's our first row. Then the second round is this next set of DiamonDuos. Then we begin building outward with the MiniDuos, the 4 corners, and then we bring it all together using seed beads all around the perimeter. So with that explanation, we'll get started. Back out just a bit. So we begin by picking up the following elements, and I wanted to show you especially about picking up the DiamonDuos. Okay, so this here, I'm going to see if I can zoom really far in just for this, show you this one little bit. So the DiamonDuos have holes that go through them like this, and as I said before, the top is kind of domed. That's how you tell you have it the right side up. And it's important when using them that you make sure you have it oriented the right way, or you'll either end up with the flat bottom up, or you'll have it turned in the wrong direction, and you won't be able to get make the rest of it because it'll be backwards or something. Okay, so I learned that the hard way. So what I do is I'm going to pick up a number 15. And then I'm going to enter through the left side because I'm left-handed. If you're right-side, it may be easier to do it with your right hand. All right, so I'm going to do that 4 times, a number 15 seed bead and a DiamonDuo. So here I am again. I'm going through that left side, left hole. Then I'm picking up a number 15 make sure I got this the domed side up, and I'm going through the top or left side of the DiamonDuo. Then I'm picking up another, except I dropped it, another number 15 seed bead. Okay, so that's this now is my last one. And now I'm going to pick up the last of the DiamonDuos. And then you're going to bring them down, back out even more for this. You're going to bring them down nearly to the end. And I've got quite a long thread here, so I'm going to go down that far. And you can put a stop bead if you want. I have these little things that I find easier to use, so about 4 to 6 inches from the bottom of your thread, you're going to put in whatever it is that you're going to use to keep your beads from sliding off. And you only need that right at the beginning, but it's helpful because then you can use both hands to bring the beads down. There we go. All right, so now my next task is to make this line into a circle. So I'm going to do that by going back through. So my thread is coming out up here, so I'm going to go on the opposite side, and I'm going to bring the needle back through all of those. And then I'm going to bring it down. And at this point, I am going to take off the little thing I had at the end to hold the beads in place. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my 2 threads and tie them into a knot. And this will do a couple things. I mean, it's going to secure everything in place, but it's also going to give you a nice tight sort of square or cross like this. So I'm going to do that twice. Make 2 half hitches or a knot. All right, now I have that done, and I have the beginning of the first component facing up. Now at any time now, you can take care of this tail, and what you'll do is you just put a needle on here and circle through it a few times. You can put in more knots if you want. I tend to do that. I'm a little overboard, don't like things to fall apart, but whatever you're comfortable with. And then once you've gone around a few times, then you can cut off the rest of your tail. So I'm going to go off camera, do that, and then I'm going to show you next how to do the next round. All right, with my tail gone, now this is what I am left with. And so the first thing we need to do is whichever of the DiamonDuos you're coming out of, you need to then move up to the next hole. So I'm going to go through this number 15 seed bead here. And then I am going to go up to the upper hole of the DiamonDuo and pull it through. Now I'm going to turn the piece over, and this is where I am going to put my next DiamonDuo. So for this next step, what you're going to do is pick up 1 15-0. Make sure that you have your DiamonDuo horizontally like this, and you're going to go through the right side of it, and then you're going to pick up 5 more number 15 seed beads. 1 2 3 4 5, and you're going to bring all that down to the bottom of your thread. And this is what you will have. So now we are going to go through the next hole in the DiamonDuo. And we have this. You can bring it down a little bit more. And now we're going to pick up one more one more number 15 seed bead. And we're going to go through the top hole in the adjacent DiamonDuo. And then we are going to pull tight. Okay, so there you have one of our corners. And we are going to then repeat that 4 times. So I'm going to again pick up a number 15, and then I'm going to pick up a DiamonDuo, and I'm going to go in through the hole, and then I'm going to pick up 5 more of the number 15 seed beads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to bring all that down to the bottom. And now I am going to, I'm just trying to get it oriented right, so it's a little easier for you to see. I'm going to go down through the other hole. And I'm going to pick up one more number 15, and I am going to go through the top hole of the adjacent DiamonDuo and pull tight. Okay, so we now have 2 of the corners completed. All right, now we are going to move on to the third corner. So again, 1 number 15 and 1 DiamonDuo horizontally, go up through there, and then pick up 5 more of the 15s. 4, 5, and pull it all down to the bottom. Okay, and now that I have the 5 number 15s, I'm going to go down through the second hole. And I know this looks a little awkward on screen, but it's because I'm trying to keep everything visible for you. When you do it yourself, you know, you don't have to worry about what anyone else can see, so you just find what's a comfortable way for you to do it. All right, so this is what I have. I pick up my last number 15, and I go down through the upper hole of the adjacent DiamonDuo and pull everything tight. All right, we have now completed 3 of the 4 corners. So we just have this one left. So again, we will pick up a DiamonDuo, and we'll pick up a 15. Take that 15 and go through the corner of your DiamonDuo, and then pick up 5 15-0s. And bring all of that down. And now you're going to go down through the second hole in the DiamonDuo. Pick up your last number 15 and go through the next DiamonDuo. And I'm actually going to go through the DiamonDuo and the next 15. And so here we have the second round completed. And again, we want to be behind this row of seed beads across the top. And as you're probably getting a clue right now, that is the hair to hide what we're doing kind of behind the scenes here. So let me show you what I mean. All right, I'm going to pull out 3 of the MiniDuos, and I make sure that there's a hole. Oh, that one doesn't have a hole on both sides. Sometimes, especially with these coated MiniDuos, the coating goes through the, kind of blocks the hole. So this is a little bead reamer. It's a little thing. This is made by Tulip. And I will see if I can unblock the hole. I don't think I'll be able to in this one because it looks like it's pretty much filled. But if there's just a coating, yeah, this won't go through. If there's just a little bit of the coating there, you can sometimes, push it out with a bead reamer. But that's not going to happen in this case, so I'm going to bring down another one, and this is why you check ahead of time just to make sure that that you can get through on both, because you don't want to do this step and end up clear around, then discover you have to take a bead off and have to take everything out. So I'm going to take 3 of these, and I'm going to turn it over again, so I'm working on the back, and I'm going to go just like we did in the last round. I'm going to go down through and pull tight. And then what's going to happen, that's going to make this sort of a design up at the top, and then in our next round we're going to be filling in the top part of that. But for now we're just going to go from corner to corner. And try and keep it fairly tight, because these can be pretty wobbly. I found I've made this several times, and if you're not careful, those can end up kind of sloppy and wobbly. Again, I'm working from the back. And so now I'm going to pick up 3 more DiamonDuos. And I'm sorry, not DiamonDuos, MiniDuos. I've got too many beads with the word duo in it here. All right, those are all clear. This is actually this crystal golden rainbow MiniDuos. Have several different colors in them. I don't know if you can tell, but this is sort of almost a taupe color, and this is a little bit more golden. So I'm a little OCD about this, but I try to have a variety of colors. So there's 2 taupe ones and then a gold one in the middle. There are a few other colors mixed in here, but those are kind of the main colors. You can do it just randomly. I'm sure no one but you would notice the difference. But it bothers me because I do notice the difference. It's probably better if you do them randomly, but I just have trouble with the idea of random. All right, so now I'm on the 3rd one. So I'm going to pull it nice and snug. And again, working from the back, I'm going to pull out 3 of the MiniDuos, check my holes, and then I'm going to pick them up. And I'm going to go down through the back and work my way towards the 4th corner. Pull it snug. Work the rest of the way up to that corner. All right, now I am on the 4th corner. So I'm once again going to pull up 3 the MiniDuos, Okay, looks like we're good. And I'm going to pick those up and go down through the other corner, through as many of the beads as I can. And pull tight. And then I'm going to go back up to the first corner that I did. This one just does not want to get in there. I guess it's good. I've got it nice and tight, but I've got it so tight that I'm having difficulty getting through. All right, there we go. So if we turn this over, have it right side up, you can see that on each of the corners there are the 3 MiniDuos and the line of number 15 seed beads in the front. So that's all you've got to make sure, is that these number 15 seed beads are in front of your MiniDuos, because they're hiding all the ugliness of the thread of what you're doing behind the scenes. So what I'm going to do now is, here's my thread coming out this first corner here. I've tried this many ways, and the way that works best is I'm now going to go through the bottom hole of those first 2 MiniDuos out of the trio. Pull it tight. Because what we're going to do now is we're going to come up to the top hole, and so I want to do it inside one of these trios here to where it won't be seen very well. So I now go up to that top hole and pull it tight. All right, now we're going to turn it over, and we're going to be working on the right side again, so I'll be going this way. So in between the MiniDuos, I'm going to put a number 8 seed bead. So we're over here. This probably looks a little funny, but we're going to go through that last one. All right, so that's what we have. And we're going to go around in a circle. So even though right now we're leaving this one blank, we're going to work our way back over there, and we're going to fill that one in. So no worries. Now in between each of these corners, we're now going to pick up, I'm going to fill that in. We pick up 3 of the number 15s, 1 number 8, and 3 more 15s, like that. And we're going to go through the top hole of the first, excuse me, my phone rang. We are going to go through the first hole, top hole of the first MiniDuo, and then you can pull that tight. Now I have used other things. When I do the earrings, I'll show you, I have a pair of earrings using this pattern that I did, and I put little bicones in here, I think probably 3 millimeters probably, and that also looked really nice. But this is such an ornate design, and for, let me show you, like for the bracelet and necklace, I'm already using 3 different colors of the DiamonDuos, plus the different colors of the MiniDuos and the seed beads. I thought it would just be too much here, so I didn't do it. But I have a pair of earrings where I made them out of just pink, and so I made those a little more glittery by putting in small bicones right there. So you can use whatever you want, whatever you like, but that's just a couple of the options. So okay, we're up to our second corner now. So for between the MiniDuos, we are going to put a number 8 seed bead. There we go. And now we're going to go between the next two corners. So again, we're going to pick up 3 number 15s, a number 8, and 3 more 15s. There we go. And we come up through the first, the top hole of the next MiniDuo. All right, now we're halfway there. Now when we go on to making the bracelet or necklace, rather than putting the 8/0s in all of these MiniDuos at top, we'll be doing connector pieces on 2 of them. But right now what I'm showing you is just the basic design, and if you're making pair of earrings, this is the way you would do it. And we'll get into the exceptions and with when I do the video for the bracelet and necklace. All right, so we're coming out of this first hole here, and so we're going to go in through the next hole, top hole on the MiniDuo, and we're going to pick up 1 more and go through that second space between the second and third MiniDuos. Now we're again ready to do our 3 15s, number 8, and 3 more 15s. And now we're going to go up through the top hole of the first MiniDuo in the next corner. I'm going to say go ahead and pull it pretty snug. It's not going to stay real snug. We're going to end up going around this a couple times to help firm it up. But for right now, just pull it as snug as you can. All right, so now we're going to put a number 8 between the first and second MiniDuos, and another 8 between the second and third. Okay, and then when you pull on it, at this point, you're going to begin to see this middle section. I don't know if you can see it on the video, but it's going to, oh, there you can, kind of. It's going to begin doming up a little bit, and that's what we want. All right, so our last connector between the corners, we are going to take 3 15s, an 8, and 3 more 15s. And we're going to go through the first MiniDuo through the top hole. Pull snug, pick up another 8, and now we are back to where we began, because remember in the beginning we had put this first number 8 in there. Okay, so we have the component finished. Now all we need to do is to go around one more time, and I'm going to show you that, just removing a knot there. You do have to be careful in how many times you go through this, because these are 15s, and it's really surprising how quickly those little 15s, the space inside them gets filled up with thread. And that's one reason I wouldn't use anything larger than a 6-pound FireLine. The last step is then to reinforce this outer edge by going through all the beads. And if you see what I've done here, I was able to go from here clear up to there. And so we're just going to do that all the way around, and this time you are going to again pull on it a little bit to get that as tight as you can. This is going to have the effect of stiffening up the whole component so that it lays nicely and doesn't buckle or bend too much. So there are 2 sides. And I'm going to go through this edge. Keeps wanting to jump out of my hand. And then I'm also kind of bending it. You can kind of see that on the side. It can go like this, or it can go like this. And so you want this middle center. You want this center part to kind of be domed upward. Okay, now I'm going to do side number 3. And if you're not comfortable going through a whole side like this, then just do it, you know, as many beads at a time as you are comfortable. Now we're ready for the last part, last segment. And through that corner. Now I'm going to give the whole thing a good tug, and there you have it. All you'll need to do now is to make a couple of half hitches, put your needle through a few more beads, and you are done. So that is an individual component, and next I hope quite soon to put up a video for on how to make the earring. So it just takes a little adjustment to our component, and as you can see, they're very similar. And then again, I'm not sure if I will do 1 or 2 more videos after that for the bracelet and the necklace. But that's it for today. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and happy beading.